Horizon Forbidden West isn't coming out this year, and Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney for millions. That and so much more in this week's Entertainment Roundup. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome to That Freaking Geek, and I'm so excited for this week's Entertainment Roundup. There's some kiff stuff that happened this week and some not so kiff stuff that happened in the entertainment world. But let's get right into it, starting off with gaming. There are 10 million PS5s out in the wild. That's right, 10 million PS5s has been sold and you still don't have one. I'm sorry, that's so cruel. But there are 10 million, making it the fastest selling PlayStation out there right now. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 has nothing on the speed the PS5 was sold at. But I'd love to know, like, are you actually looking for a PS5? Put in the comments, because I'd be quite interested, because I feel like South Africans like myself would probably go, oh, I got the money now, oh, but it's sold out, oh, I'm gonna buy a surfboard now. I don't know, I just can't see many South Africans keeping the money until something like that is available. But hey, prove me wrong. More PS5 news. We have news that finally the new update is coming soon, which will allow us to put in SSDs instead of going with only 825 gigabytes. But the SSDs are incredibly expensive, the ones that will actually work on the PS5. The PS5 has the best SSD out there right now, and so that's probably why any other SSDs that are sold separately are going to be very, very expensive. But on top of that, we'll also be getting a 3D audio update, which will allow for soundbars to finally have the 3D audio effect, and so as long as that you have a soundbar, otherwise it will also work on your TV speakers. So some kiff stuff happening in PlayStation right now.
Woo! Yes, there it is. Give me that.
Yeah. It's badass.
PlayStation.
But then, not so kiff stuff is happening in PlayStation right now is the fact that Horizon Forbidden West is delayed till 2022. Bloomberg, Jason Schreier has reported that unfortunately the game doesn't seem to be coming out this year. It's not actually official. Sony hasn't gone out to actually say that it's not. But this man, Jason, if you know him, he is probably the best gaming journalist out there. And if he says it's true, it's 100% true. Sony, get your act together. Jason is beating you to the punchline. But nevertheless, it was a huge game that was meant to come out this year. It looked absolutely gorgeous when it showed off a couple months ago. I can't wait for it. I always think that a delayed game is always better than a bad game. So we'll just have to wait for next year when it finally comes out in probably the first quarter of 2022. The problem is there's a lot of other big games coming out, such as the God of War and the Breath of the Wild sequel. So if it wanted to be Game of the Year, it probably has a lot of competition now that it's coming out next year.
You think you can hurt me?
Yeah, I do.
The Blizzard Activision lawsuit is still very much a big thing this week in news. If you weren't kind of in the news last week, what basically happened is that a lot of people in the California studios at Blizzard Activision came out that they are getting sexually abused, sexually harassed, and being paid way less than their male counterparts. And that is absolutely horrible. These guys are known to make games such as Call of Duty, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft. And to make matters worse, unfortunately, is that the CEOs are literally shrugging it off as if it's not a big issue. And so you kind of thinking to yourself, oh my word, what is going on here? They are suing them, so they are going after them, and California is suing the company. But like I said, the CEOs are not really taking it that seriously. But a lot of people in California are stepping up. They've had kind of walkouts in their company. A lot of other kind of industry veterans are coming out and saying that they support these walkouts and support that this needs to stop, because the culture there is bad, with male employees literally treating it like a frat house, coming in drunk and abusing female employees. It is not great. But what can we do here in South Africa? See, the problem is that I could say maybe stop playing their games like Call of Duty and World of Warcraft and Overwatch. Problem is that there's a horrible circle. You don't play their games, yes, CEOs don't really kind of lose money, but then innocent, good people who work for that company will end up losing their jobs because of it. And so it's really hard to kind of understand what we can do, but I think we just need to speak out, whether it's signing petitions or tweeting or whatever we need to do to make it known that this is not okay and we will not let this stand in the gaming industry. Let's stand up, guys.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this just strictly mobile forever?
Are there any? The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones.
Moving on to movies and TV series news, Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney for millions. And yep, that's probably the big headline of the week. And what basically is happening here is that Scarlett Johansson, when she signed her contract as producer and lead in the film, she was promised that as well as the movie does, that's as well as her salary will do. And so it means that she's going, listen, I am probably should have made $20 million if this movie went straight to theaters and exclusively to theaters. The thing is that it also went to Disney+. Therefore, the second week of the Black Widow box office absolutely bombed. Movies like Old overtaking it, and so she is really upset with that. And then you get Cruella de Vil, Emma Stone going, listen, I wanted some of that. I also want to go after Disney. I also think I deserve more money because of the fact that it only went to both cinemas and to Disney+, and so she is also going after Disney. Kevin Feige is with Scarlett Johansson. He agrees that she should get more money. He is also upset with the whole ordeal. But come on, Disney, just get your act together.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
Suicide Squad reviews are in, and the movie is absolutely fantastic. That every other movie should stop being a movie because this movie is so great. I'm joking. It's just, there's a lot of great reviews out there for Suicide Squad, and it is early reviews, so we got to kind of take it with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, it's all about my opinion. I'm joking. Your opinion matters too. But we got to go and see it and see if it really is as great as everyone says it is. And it comes out next week, and so I'm really looking forward to the James Gunn reboot, sequel, hybrid of something. It's gonna be really good. It looks really good, and so let's go watch it next week. And to end off the roundup, just two quick news updates. First being that the Ant-Man 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania has started production. I'm really looking forward to the Paul Rudd starred film. It's going to be lots of fun. Really looking forward to it. No spoilers about stuff. I'm just going to say it's going to be really great from the stuff I've been watching already. So that's going to be really cool. And then next, we have a update on the fact that Bob Odenkirk, he dropped during the production of the last season of Better Call Saul. He was rushed to hospital, and it is confirmed that he is okay. He just had a minor heart attack, but he is alright, and so thank the good Lord, because that man cannot die on us until he's finished the last season of Better Call Saul. Okay, but that's it from this week's Entertainment Roundup. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy giving you the news, and so if you haven't yet, subscribe, and if you're watching this on Instagram, why don't you give me a follow. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you next week. Cheers. Was that okay?
I chuckled because
I know, you
dropped. It was like, what? Collapsed was probably a better word.